All right, what's up, guys? Connor Ferguson here with my co-host Eric Bridger for another episode of the Always Race Day podcast. Thank you if you're tuning in. We're going to preview and break down the 2026 World of Outlaws season. Gets started tomorrow night. Convenient for our Tuesday night podcast that it starts on a Wednesday. So we'll have also tomorrow we're gonna have a post-race show for the. I almost called it the Bud Shootout for the Clash for NASCAR. We will talk sprint cars on there if you're allowed in the comment section. So please tune into that if you want. I will get those guys to talk a little bit of sprint cars from what we see on opening night. So it won't be obviously like hard for us to do that for every race, but when it's convenient, we'll be live to react to stuff, and hopefully after big races this year as well, we'll have something like that. So. Anyways, without further ado, got to shout out Chris Weiser and the Weiser companies. We're going to have some new ads to read on here for them. So that's coming up very, very soon. And I don't know if Caleb wants me to show what we're working on. I won't show. Caleb's got some cool stuff cooking. So, yeah, you guys will see that soon. We'll hit the theme song and get going with this one. Eric, what's up, buddy? How are you?
What's going about yourself?
I'm doing good. Doing my my every podcast episode text the link to my friends.
Yeah. No, it's been going good.
Friends of the show, friends of and people. But yeah.
No, it's my basketball team defeated the Cornhuskers on Sunday. So sorry to any Cornhusker fans that was listening right now. And they also jumped Iowa State in the AP poll. So the AP
yeah, what the hell is that?
They just know what team's better now. So
Iowa State lost to Cincinnati. That wasn't enough to drop them below Illinois. Illinois beats pedestrian Nebraska. I'm sorry. We got to stop talking like this because both our teams have rich histories of having great regular seasons and get flummoxed come March.
Yeah. Yeah, enjoy them while the good times are good.
Yeah. Man, 20-2 for Iowa State. It's pretty crazy. And I always say this, this is college basketball, and some college basketball fans out there hate this, so I don't say this on the radio too much. All the good teams, and this is even more true on the women's side, there's a little bit less parity on that side. They're catching up, but it's still there. All the good teams win 24 games a year. You lose 6 or 7, and I'm not trying to make a 6-7 joke. And overall, it really doesn't matter that much. But when you're teetering on the 1 seed, 2 seed stuff, it's just every bit more exciting than a regular, and I call it regular, like a 3, 4, or 5 seed. And I'm spoiled as an Iowa State fan because that's every year for us. So where's Illinois? They've been there.
I'll look forward to this year when Illinois jumps Iowa State for the St. Louis to Chicago to Indianapolis route.
I think the bracketology I was looking at had them both there, and those guys know more about that than I do currently. Because
you still can make it one's a 1 seed and one's a 2 seed. So if they're both a 2 seed, it's whoever's ranked highest the most out of that.
Yeah, and I got to figure out where the other teams are. Let me do some more research on that. I might be able to have a better answer for you next week. Because some of these – also, I'm so sick of – I promise we will get into racing, everybody. We're right there. I'm so sick of people falling for the clickbait bracketology stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Like if Drake was – they're not near a 15 seed bracketology measurement. They'd be like an 11 or 12 if they were that good to be on a bracketology. But these people are shameless. They will put rivals up to meet up in the round of 32. They will put rematches in the first round when teams have played each other in the past 7 days. Just unabashed. And those guys aren't as good as their jobs, but it is It's crazy how many people just fall for it. I think I've seen like 6 of them pick Iowa State to play Lipscomb in the first round. That was their first round game last year. So whatever they can do to get people, oh my God, they got this. I just don't like people falling for stuff. All right, let's talk some racing. I'm so excited. Season starts tomorrow for the national side of sprint car racing. We've already had some banger races in the ASCS tour. Have you watched any of those? Did you?
Yeah.
You
Yeah, I watched
indulge
a
over
little
the
bit of
weekend?
those.
What do you think?
Yeah. I thought that was the most raciest track there was.
Careful, Eric.
I know. That's why I said racy track. The track conditions were very well to promote good racing. How about that? As we just got canceled from the podcast.
I just forgot that I'm wearing a microphone next to my throat and probably shouldn't swallow when it's on.
Yeah.
Apologies. Yeah. We're getting better though.
Yeah. Which you don't usually see too much in Volusia, maybe like a couple nights, but to have 3 nights kind of be some type of different type of racetrack, but yet do pretty good racing was pretty impressive. So hopefully we get the same results in the 410.
Just because it popped in my head, I have an old notepad that I wrote the show rundown on, which I did not send to you, so that was impressive by me. I wrote down I was going to get better at words and do like a word of the day things. I'll at least do one when we're on the show. I got to find a different one than Webster.com's because their word of the day is hornswoggle, and that's just an old WWE wrestler. Means to hornswoggle someone is to trick or deceive them. I don't feel at all, and I'm never going to use hornswoggle. So that's
sounds like a signature move.
Yeah, it's going to be I don't know if we'll go back to that. We're going to find a different word of the day calendar. Find one that can put some words into baskets for me. Where do you want to go first? Okay, silly season never stops. We're going to go smallest story to kind of biggest.
Or you're the one that has notepad. I don't.
Yeah. I didn't write much down because I knew we were going to talk about the Outlaws. Donald McIntosh, 3 races into the 2026 season, is going to part ways with Coltman Farms Racing. Great reporting from Kyle McFadden. He broke this story today. Said that the driver confirmed to Dirt on Dirt on Tuesday, ending a short-lived partnership that lasted 3 races through last month's Volusia Speedway Parks Sunshine Nationals on the World of Outlaws tour. McIntosh said, really, truthfully, it just wasn't a good fit. Overall, he has great equipment. He's got the right idea. Really, it just wasn't a good fit between the two of us. Trying to keep up wasn't going to be easy. Truthfully, that's it. We showed speed super early. It's just not the right fit. We'll take what's happened and we'll look for ways to make it better for the next guy. That's what Coltman said. The second quote that I read there and didn't introduce him beforehand, so apologies if that was confusing. So really, the driver's just saying it wasn't a great fit. Kind of a no comment, not really from Coltman. What do you take of that? These are always odd, and I don't want to read too much into press releases posted afterwards. I think people tear those apart more than they need to, but surprising.
Yeah, it is. I mean, this early on type of deal. I mean, but I don't know. Maybe there was some unknown between both sides or one side already as it was, and I don't know. I mean, it's very odd to split this early, but for 3 races in. But I mean, I guess if somebody wasn't feeling it, there's no reason to continue, I guess.
Yeah, I'm definitely with you there. It's always surprising when these moves kind of happen, but like 3 races into the year is just a different type of shocker. Similar to Caleb Johnston, DGRD. Mm-hmm. We talked about that last week, yeah?
Yeah, okay. Just breaking news, but I guess that one was they're going to have to cut back to 40 races, do some financial struggles that were unexpected, and I'm guessing that was probably the reason why that he was going to say he was going to lead the ride, because I mean he's trying to make Kale was trying to do it for a living, and it's pretty hard to do it off a living off of 40 races.
Yeah, absolutely. Marshall
So
brings up a
if you're
great point. Oh, go ahead. You're good.
If you're a sprint car driver, you must like the color purple to drive that car, though. We talked about it last week. But.
Yeah. Marshall had a great point. He said the track has been great at Volusia so far. I don't know what they changed. I don't know if they got a new track prep guy, but he's 100% correct. It has.
Bobby Pierce said they had new dirt. Remember from last week?
Right. Yep. Nope.
You're welcome.
I did remember, but it was out of my head. Thank you. It has looked fantastic. I don't think I've seen a terrible race there yet, and that's that's I'd say different from previous years. I don't want to call it awful, but there's some races that weren't great. Either way, I'd be amped to start the season no matter where they started at. So that'll be something to watch for. But High Limit put out some new rules today. 3 big ones. There's going to be no more of the cone on the front stretch. That cone will be for single file restarts coming out of, says in turn 4. So probably in the middle of turn 4, wherever you can imagine that in your mind. Work area time for flat tires is only 1 minute, and you're only guaranteed time one time during the race. That's a move that USAC made that I think they're kind of following with, and they have their own spin on it. We'll get deep into all 3 of these in a sec. And then series provisionals are limited to 2 per race. I believe is the Outlaws rule. Is it still you get 3 before July 4th and 3 after July 4th?
Yeah, and then I think there's one weekend where I think it used to be like I think during the Eldora week it was unlimited provisionals, and then I think during World Finals it was unlimited provisionals, but that could change by now.
That would make sense because it always felt like guys were using more and more,
and that might be the case for Volusia too. That might be after this weekend that goes in effect. You can use as many as you want for Volusia, but I could be wrong on that one. So I remember during a couple of races in Volusia they had like 30 cars, so.
Yeah, and I always kind of chalked it up to like, well, if you're going to try to compete for something in the season, like you might as well use the provisionals at every chance you get until you're out.
Mm-hmm.
But the other strategy is using at tracks you're good at that you biff up. So let's see on the order of eligibility for their 2 provisional limit, it goes to owner standings, and for the first 3 nights of the season, it will be last year's owner standings. So that's one event. That's their it's called like the Blackjack Bash or something. I was just putting it into the schedule. I haven't put it in yet. So so at some point I will tell you guys when the High Limit season starts, but I don't have it in front of me. Oh, hold on.
Vegas during the
Blackjack Bash at Las
Vegas. March 14th, I think it is.
12th to 14th, my birthday.
Hey, maybe you can go out to Vegas and celebrate the High Limit races.
Yeah, we'll see.
Thank you, sponsor your birthday.
They're going to be mad at me at the radio station if I miss right before March Madness when those guys are gone. We'll see, though. Let's see.
Perfect time to call in and harass Connor.
Yeah, I'm with you. No guarantees. Also, work area, down to a minute. Excludes the dash. No work area during the dash. It's also, if a flat tire occurs after push-off before initial green in the A main, 1 minute will be given in the work area. Work area guaranteed time is limited to 1 occasion during any event. Any additional work area trips will have no guaranteed time. No changing of any tire or wheel unless flat or damaged and approved by an official. What are your thoughts on this? Is there any way that they can gamesmanship around this?
So the restart cone, I think that's preventing people from
I just talked work area and you went to restart cone?
Well, we didn't talk about the restart cone.
That's fine. Well, I was going to save it for after the work area, but we can go to the cone first.
Restart cone, that's for people, like say you're a 16th and drivers are getting really bad at jumping 2 or 3 positions. So I think they moved that back to where.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah. Hey, didn't you remember the whole Zach Hampton deal where he was gaining like 5 spots?
I was being a little tongue in cheek. I thought jumping was just legal.
Well, it depends on who's looking and who's not.
The leader and whoever's in 13th, those are the 2 cars that start the race.
Yeah. And the guy that starts last.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just trying to prevent that from happening. I mean, that's what's going to happen there. I don't know if it's going to work or not. We'll see. And then I don't know. I thought the work area stuff was interesting because I don't know what the difference of like a 1 minute versus 2 minute deal is, because I feel like I don't know, maybe High Limit did like a high def analysis on how long their races took, so maybe they thought that their races were taking too long because of that. I don't know. It just kind of takes the fun of the work area, in my opinion, because you got guys like thrashing to change out a front end within 2 minutes, and some teams can, some teams can't. But you also have guys too that are trying to replace basically a car within like a work area, which gets a little ridiculous. So I don't know if it's like a safety deal or if it's just like to keep the show moving.
Yeah, I'm with you on that too. And we'll try to get Brad Sweet on here one of these days and answer some of these questions that I'm sure a lot of people have. But it really, like, I've seen guys change front ends in 2 minutes and 23 seconds. I think those videos are super fascinating to go back and watch. I think it helps teams that trying to do it at some point when it happens to their team. And I don't love cutting it down to 1 just for that reason. Do I think there's going to be a little bit more time than 1 guaranteed minute? Yes. But having the 2 there just made so much sense because of how many things you can do in 2 minutes. I think 1 is like, and they're still going to be scrambling to do a flat tire. It's not going to take a full minute, but that's about the only thing you can get back on the track with. Maybe a new wing.
Well, it's for flat tires only too, so I don't know what happens when you.
That is, yeah, okay, yeah. I'm gamesmanshipping here myself. I was just going to sneak the wing.
Unless I don't know, it's gonna be interesting to see like if you get pushed, like if you get the right push truck driver to drive you back into the infield, or if you get the right tow guy to drive you in the infield. It's probably going to become a battle of that type of thing. Because say if you have a multi-car wreck and the guy that probably gets to the work area first is probably going to be the guy who's going to get back out. The guy that doesn't,
the
last guy is going to be screwed. So it's probably, I don't know, $100 bills going in tow truck driver's pocket, before the event. That's not going to happen, but it might happen. Also,
if I'm reading this right, I don't think it matters. I think you can still do other work. It's just you only get guaranteed time 1 time in a race, and it's for flat tires.
Yeah, I mean, you still do work. It's just that you only get a guarantee of 1 minute. So, like,
yeah.
What my theory is if you go back to a multi-car wreck, the guy's gonna get there first. It's gonna be like fine, probably, depending on what's broken. The guy's gonna get there last, just getting screwed out of it. But you can say the same thing with the 2 minute work time deal. But I mean, that's the reason why I see drivers that are in the points like pushing their car to the work area or getting out and trying to push it, or tell their tow truck driver to hook them up first or whatever. I don't know, but maybe I don't know what driver to pick on in the high limit, because I don't know if anybody's sponsored by something they can give them for free at the pits afterwards. This is a free T-shirt. But now you're gonna have a tow truck scandal of guys paying tow truck drivers to pick up their car first.
I'm sure I will hear it from my tow truck guy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's do what we came here to do, and do our 2026 World of Outlaws season preview. What's Marshall commenting here? Well, he says provisionals are not eligible for additional contingency awards. Thank you. That was not on. Oh, it is on this graphic. I just didn't read it. Not bad. Provisionals will not be eligible for any additional contingency awards handed out by high limit racing, such as hard charger, fastest lap. Forgot they were doing that fastest lap bonus in the A-mains. I don't think we'll make much of a deal. Do you think we're going to pay attention to that? I think it's a cool thing for the racers just to get extra money in their pocket. But
it'll probably just be like a clock on the flow broadcast, just like it was for NASCAR.
Yeah.
Until they hopefully don't screw it up like NASCAR did and limit it to people on the lead lap only.
Do you think? I was going to ask. Do you think people will go to the work area and come back out?
Put on 4 fresh tires, air them up a little bit.
Yeah.
Pull the wing down a little bit. Take some fuel out of it. I don't think they can do that in a minute, though, unfortunately.
I'm with you. At any point, whatever questions you guys got, put them in the comments. We'll answer them. We're going to do like a little bit of props. I wrote some down. Some are going to be spontaneous. We're going to do some over-under totals, and Eric and I agreed we're not going to do any before the show. We're going to try to agree on a number. It might not be the best debate to go back and forth after we set the number, but I suppose we're setting the odds. Is that fair? We're taking. I'm supposed to. Caleb said, "Please make sure you say, do not accept. We are not accepting any bets. We're not taking any bets at this time. Not authorized. Just keeping it above board legally." Where do you want to start, Eric? Or I guess we can just talk about things we're excited about to get it rolling, if you'd like.
Yeah, I think there's. I don't know how many drivers are committed to the Outlaws this year, but it seems like a lot.
I got the list. You want me to go down?
Sure.
So it is 17.
That's what I thought, but I didn't want to say it.
That is an all-time high for years that I've covered the series at least, and I don't think that it would – I don't recall any year that it would have eclipsed that.
Okay, so how many drivers are going to be left at the end of the year on the Outlaw Tour?
Okay, that's our first question.
Yep.
All right. Do you want me to go through the list first?
No, that's fine. I can guess.
I'm gonna go through it anyway because I'm gonna go through it afterwards. If you don't,
go for it. Go for the people.
Confirmed today. Finally, if you didn't take his quote from the Chili Bowl, but Chili Bowl champion Emerson Axum announced that him and Klossmeyer Petrie Racing will be on the tour today. Also, Bill Baylog, Spencer Baston, Scott Boguski, defending champion David Gravel, Sheldon Hodenshield, Casey Jedrzak, I think I got that right, Buddy Kofoid, Carson Macedo, Cole Macedo, Connor Morrell, Donnie Schatz, Logan Schuhart, Scotty Thiel, Ashton Torgerson, Garrett Williamson, and Chris Wyndham.
I will go with this. All depends on how far back the Outlaws tow money goes back. So it's probably going to be like 14 teams at the end of the season.
You're saying 14?
Yeah.
14. Took my answer. Took my answer right out from
I was debating between 13 or 14.
So now I gotta say 13 or 15. We will revisit these. I'll try to remember to write all of them down. Otherwise, I'll have to go back and watch afterwards and do it. But I will go 13.
Connor's thinking the economy is going to be trash in 2026. Take his
advice. Is that what that means?
The Outlaws won't be able to pay as much money, so people got to drop off the tour.
All right.
I think back when the economy crashed in 2008, I think that's when it had the lowest amount of teams on tour. If I could be wrong. 2008, 2009.
You ask next time Glenn Saddle's on. He won't talk about it on the air. He has a very funny just how he relates where the economy is at and the amount of sprint car teams and politicians and what's going on in politics, because he's from Australia. He has a completely outside view of everything, and I think it's fascinating. I feel like a smarter person than me might not be as fascinated by it, but you'll have to ask him about it sometime. All right, Scott asks, who goes to the races or watches on streaming to watch the work area? It's a waste of time. I don't know. A lot of my pit crew friends are watching, like all the videos we have up of guys changing front ends in 2.5 minutes. They go crazy every time we post them to socials. Someone out there is watching.
I think the coolest video I ever produced was when KKR changed the front end at Volusia, probably 8 years ago, underneath 2 minutes. But I mean, I get Scott's point. I mean, he's there to watch races, but I mean,
yeah,
I don't know. It's just always, to me, it's always intriguing to see guys thrash and the connectivity of everybody to get it done within 2 minutes or a minute now or whatever you have time left.
Yeah, I'm with you there. And I don't completely disagree with Scott. Marshall, you might have to clarify something here. He says 15 for sure. I think he's talking about 15 teams left.
Yeah, I think so too.
16 C and 51. Scotty Beal.
Yep. And Scott Boguski. He's making the both Scotts are going to be out.
I didn't realize Scott was running the 51 car because
it's pretty lucky.
The 10 is behind him, and I'm just picturing him in that 10 car again. So
it's a pretty good looking ride he's got. So I think the biggest point too is you get better hope and pray you're not blowing 2 motors or 1 motor Volusia, because I think it can really set you back. Yeah, Volusia is very hard on motors. Because Bill Baylog, 2 years ago, blew 2 motors, and that was his only 2 motors he had. He ran a spare car, and then he Kevin Newton. I mean, that can set you back a season just like that by not making it through Volusia week.
And I don't know if you would say this from how last season went for him, but it kind of did. Yeah, it kind of did set him back.
Yeah. I mean, his car looks a little bit blanker this year, so hopefully it means he's going to do all right for sponsorship. But
just to clarify, I was saying it set him back a season, not losing 2 engines in 1 weekend sets you back.
Connor just ended up having to buy more maple syrup from him.
He's a fantastic guy. We need to get him on.
It's pretty good maple syrup. So I enjoy it.
You've tried it?
They serve it during Knoxville Nationals. They serve it at the National Guard building for pancakes.
Oh, okay.
And yes,
I've never been up early enough to take advantage of that.
They're open till noon. So no excuses.
I'm just kidding. There's maybe 1 or 2 days in there.
I'll have to text you each morning, get your butt up. We gotta get some pancakes.
I'll be down there. We can actually have meals together and stuff, because I'm going to be driving back and forth for the first time in 6 years. Somehow, never been done before. And my family's going to be out of town. My mom's trying to give me a cat sit, and I'm like, have the neighbors do it. One of them's got to have a kid that will take $30 for the week and do it.
Or buy my video game, which is $70 now. But
yeah, it's just come on,
get him the new get him college football 27. He'll be happy.
Absolutely. All right.
So you're buying pancakes with the corporate card, then, is what you're saying?
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah. Cool.
Connor just have the
corporate. I'll tell you off air. That might be a thing. Let's do. I just can't decide where to go. Let's do best of the new combinations on tour. So that would be Spencer Baston with Stenhouse Junior Marshall, Sheldon Hodenshield with KCP Racing. Remind me. Oh, God, I wasn't zooming in. It's right there. I was trying to do that from memory. That would have been a good one. Scott Boguski with Three Stooges Racing. Casey Jedrzak, Bill Rose Racing. They were together last year. Donnie Schatz with CJB. Do you count Ashton Torgerson with Shark Racing as new?
No.
I won neither. Okay. Scotty Thiel with Greg Wheeler. Were they racing together before?
I have no idea.
We're going to count it
I
as
think
new.
so. I think so.
We're going to count it as old. I wasn't going to pick Scotty Thiel to be the best out of that group.
You
No
want to do a
insults.
bold?
What's that?
You don't want to do a bold pick?
I have a bold pick.
Well, you go first.
I think Scott Boguski has shown some talent. And I think if the equipment's right, he can do some cool things. I just don't know about the equipment.
Yeah, I just don't know how many spares they have. And with my same quote about Volusia, if they blow 2 motors, are they done or what?
Should I text him now?
I don't know. I don't tell him I actually blew 2 motors, but I don't know. But I will go with Sheldon because I don't think they're going to do well points wise, but I think he's going to double his wins. And
my safe bet there is Baston.
Yeah. The wild part of everybody is probably Shots because that could be a jolt to get like 5 wins, or you could get like 2 wins. But I don't know.
I texted Boguski. I just said podcast fans want to know. I figure that covers our bases.
Yeah.
So he at least knows. I'll say it on the
Yeah.
I don't think they really care if people know that part of their playbook, but
I mean, people are going to find out and come tomorrow night when you look inside the trailer and see what they have.
be hiding one.
Yeah.
Could be hiding one of those 430s. That's a Glen line. I don't know anything.
Bored out motor. Sticker in the back of the fuel tank.
Brad just texted. Brad, I agree with your text. If I could say that on there, I'll give you a shout out. Let me know. Let's just go to you. Do you want to take a second in the because I'll say Baston and Boguski. Who do you want as your second? And you can take Baston or Boguski if you want one of them.
I'll take Shots and what? Sheldon?
Why did I bet against Donnie Schatz? God damn it!
Because he's close to being almost 50, or he might be 50. I don't know. I'm sorry,
another best in the combo is our guy, super fan of the show, Brad Reynolds, is going to be driving the hauler for Matt Morrow Racing this year.
Ooh!
So we are insiders now.
Does Matt still have the same driver?
Yeah, no. Giles and JJ are both back.
Donnie is 48 years old, so he's almost 50, so that's almost correct. He's born on August 10th. No wonder you're so good at their nationals.
Dude, there's something about playing on your birthday.
Yeah.
You said Sheldon and Donnie. Okay. Got another question here from Scott. I love it when the fans do this because I can't pick. I just look at I got to make this decision on something we got to talk about next. I can't pick between 4 things. I know it doesn't frankly matter at all by the time we get to the end of it, but I don't know. That's my ADHD. Do you see an outlaw regular getting a crown jewel in 2026? He said his definition of crown jewel races, and I would agree if I was picking the major weekends on the outlaw side. I've said it on here too many times, haven't I? There's major weekends in both sprint cars and late models, and if we labeled the top 5 and just labeled them as majors, I think that would be cool for casual fans. Kind of doing it like golf, but that's just how I explain it to people too. So
maybe they don't watch golf.
Yeah, but people got what a major was. I got in trouble the other day for calling our listeners idiots if they didn't know what color the Colorado Avalanche were. So who knows? I assume too much of audiences.
If this was a crown jewel late model race, you'd be having an essay typed up to list all of them.
Yeah, for the ones that they call crown jewels, here's 26 races of the year, and there's one every weekend from April 1st to November. So, who won National Open last year? So we had Anthony Macri won the Kings Royal. I'm going to stall so Eric can type this out or find it on the Outlaws page. Obviously, Ryan Timms became the first Knoxville regular that runs weekly there to win the Nationals since, I think, 1978. What?
Google being dumb.
Oh, it does that. It tends to do that sometimes. Sheldon Haudenschild won the National Open. Brad just texted.
That's right.
Shout out, Brad.
Yeah.
You can see how fast the hauler driver already. Big improvement from Morrow.
It's going to be your next co-host. The way I'm going so slow.
I invited him over for the Chili Bowl.
Yeah.
You can take me up on it.
So you go see one into 2026.
Yeah, I do. I think it's more likely that an outlaw wins
probably the
2 out of 3 than it is that they only get one again.
Yeah, I could see Keynes Royal or National Open. Knoxville, you have Larson. Well, yeah, you'll have Larson, I think. No, you won't this year. He can't race. So this might be the year the Outlaws win.
Wow. Okay, Eric. Strong word. Emerson Axsom's not going to like those words.
Well, I said outlaw. Axsom's an outlaw.
Yeah, but it kind of seems like you're underestimating him.
Underestimating the high limit guys?
Yeah. We can do...
Is Flo going to have a pre-race show tomorrow night along with Outlaw pre-race show? That was a joke about the Chili Bowl.
I know. Do you think that'd be really funny if there's just like an abundance of pre-race shows
on both streaming platforms?
Every single night, the whole year, they're showing each other's races.
I mean, during Knoxville Nationals, like TLP Voice, Tony Laporta, he's already at Knoxville. You might as well do a pre-race show.
Can you imagine Dirt Vision doing a pre-race show for High Limit and not mentioning any of the drivers' names or series?
Yeah. Local driver.
If you guys want to do a comedy bit, Dirt Vision, take my idea. That'd be free. Actually, no, don't do that. We'll do that, Eric. We can do a skit this year.
I forgot. Dirt Vision pretends that High Limit doesn't exist.
It would be it'd be a real good skit if we can find someone to film it that knows how to film crap like that.
It's always interesting that, like, during Outdoor Week, when they have the High Limit shows before the Outlaw shows, it's always like, last night's winner, acting like he won like a local race. Not even mention how much money he won, even though he probably won like $100K.
And it's so stupid because do you know how bad like that is going to screw up the casual fan? And like half the week they're hearing about it and half the week they're not.
Yeah. I mean,
depending on what they're watching, they're not hearing about one or the, one of them's hearing about the other. The other side isn't hearing about the other one. I just think, like it's educational. Like I want my fans, I want fans to know what's going on and to understand the magnitude of the people racing and, why they're there and who's a big name and everything like that. And I think winning on the opposite side and then showing up to an Outlaws race is a big thing for the Outlaws. Yeah. That's kind of why they had the exclusivity rule forever. So I don't know. There's a lot of stupid stuff. I think that's one of the dumber ones. Do you want to do our over under totals? Or okay, hold on. Knock this one out of the way. Most pulls. Are you going David Gravel or someone else?
I'm gonna go. I'll go different. I'll go Carson Macedo.
Okay, that's one free win for me. Not that I don't believe in you, Carson. Just 2-car comes out of the trailer pretty fast. They're both going to be up there. I think they were both up there last year.
Yeah.
First over-under number is going to be Donnie Shots. Over-under. I would set this
2.5.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, 2.5, right on the dot. Wow. What a segment so far. That was easy. So are you going over or under?
My feelings for Donnie, I want to have him say over, but I'm going to say under.
I bet against him earlier, so I'll just go back the other way.
Yeah. He'll probably win 3 out of 4, and then I'll look like an idiot next week.
I hope it does. I hope he does. Spencer Baston racing with Ricky Stenhouse Jr.
Can I do a bet on when he's going to get fired?
No, he's been on the show. Do this to people that don't come on here. I'm joking, by the way.
I'm joking too.
Okay.
We don't want to screw up people's fortunes and jobs.
Do we go 4.5 here?
Under.
Or is that too high? So that's too high. So we got it 2.5 or 3.5?
1.5.
You want to go at 1.5?
Yep. Then I'll take the under.
Jesus, what did he do to you? There's a world where gravel has like 20 wins at the end of the year, and all these go under.
And there's a world that Kofoid wins the championship too.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
I do kind of want to do this for every single driver.
Want to get fired?
No, fucking over under. What's your potential date of Baston getting fired?
Something's gonna happen like Keen's Royal Weekend, so I'm gonna say Keen's Royal Weekend, either after or before.
Spencer, if you end up listening to this, I promise when you come on again, I'll make sure Eric's not on. Or if you want him to be there, I will make sure he's there too. Whatever you want to do, accountability. That's what I learned in radio.
I mean, we just did a guess on how many cars are gonna be left on the Outlaw Tour, so I mean that's technically getting fired.
So he was one of your ones?
No, he wasn't.
Wow. Okay, so going back on your word, we can't pick against ourselves. What are we doing?
Well, it's a car versus the driver. That's a little bit different. I could do a Mickey Mouse spin the wheel and have 15 drivers in the car by the end of the week.
Completely fair. God, this website is so hard to navigate.
Hunter's all flustered after I told him someone's going to get fired.
I'm getting real pissed off about the pop-ups that come up, and it's better than most sites. I'll give them that. But
maybe you should use a private browsing option on your browser for once. You don't have to worry about that.
Got no idea how to do that. I just wanted win totals for these guys from last year. We will go next. Sheldon Hodenshield.
You set the number. Sure. I'll go over.
I don't like how confident you are in all these.
I mean, if we talked about this last year, you probably wouldn't tell me Gio Scelzi was going to leave the team by Outdoor Weekend. I guess it just depends. I won't say that. We can't say that over there.
I'm going to go under. What were you going to say?
Can't say it.
That's rude to do to people. Just saying.
It wasn't about Scelzi.
Well, I hope not. We're going to trash on everybody that comes on our show. All right. David Gravel had 17 last year. Where do you want to set this number?
There'll probably be about 10 rainouts-ish, give or take. So, set at 16.5.
Wow. Jesus Christ. I will do that for you. You're going to take the under.
I'll take the over on that one.
Okay, I love gravel, but I can't take 17 again. That was the movie reference.
Marshall Haynes is taking under on gravel. Thinks he's gonna have a bad year.
I'm going under. A bad year, 16 wins.
Well, I said under. I guess that's not a bad year.
Yeah, come on, Eric. All right.
Maybe that's his expectations.
Buddy Kofoid. In
He had what? 10?
2025, 12 wins last year. 44 top fives, 59 top tens, and 68 starts.
Okay, so I'd set that at 12.5. Unless you decide different.
I'm fine with 12.5.
Okay, I'm going over.
Okay. Yeah,
it's gonna be the Buddy and David show.
I'm excited for the next one. Carson Macedo had 11 last year.
I'll go under. Well, I guess we haven't said it yet. Sorry.
You want 10.5?
Yeah.
Or do you want to do 9.5?
9.5.
You're going under for him.
Under.
I don't know if mathematically I can pick the over on this many people.
No, you're going to run out of races. Somebody's going to have a bad year. Well, a couple of people are going to have a bad year.
I'm going to go over. I think Carson Macedo's overlooked a little bit, losing out on close races to gravel. I think he's going to be fine. Logan Schuchart, fourth in the standings last year, only 2 victories. Where do you want to set this number, Eric?
4.5.
Where are you going?
I'm going to say over, and he takes over the third place spot where Macedo was at last year.
I'm also going over. Hopefully a lot of Outlaws regulars stay in the winner's circle just for that one episode at the end of the year, which frankly we won't care about, but we will look back on these and just laugh at ourselves. So
yeah,
I can't imagine we are very right about any of this, but we'll see. Marshall's doing this. He says Baylog will get 3 to 4 wins this year. Last year had 3. Where do you want to set that one?
3.5. I feel like that's a tough one because without us Hughes this weekend, he would have been at like what, 1 win, 2 wins?
Yeah, 1, but there's a lot of top fives in there, a lot of podiums. I'm going to go under here. I feel like I've picked too many overs, and it's Bill. You're just a victim of the snake here. I apologize. This is me not doing good strategy.
I will go under myself too.
Eric would stop stealing my picks.
I mean, you're the one that didn't want me to say.
I've been saying mine second anyway. You're good.
Yeah. I mean, well, I was going to say you're not the one that wanted me to bet on when people are going to get fired.
I didn't say it. That was you. Come on. We have done Donnie. We've done Sheldon.
Say stop probably in the top 8 of points. I don't think we can go this far deep.
Yeah, I was just looking at new. Baguski.
We do that already?
We did not done Scott.
Oh. 0.5 or 1.5? I feel like 0.5 is the sweet spot.
And we go 0.5, and we're just betting on if the car has speed or not.
I will say over. He'll get a win in the Midwest somewhere.
All right.
And Connor is going to be nice to Scott. Say over too.
Friend of the show. I try at least. I'm not too. I won't. You guys will know when we come on here. I try to keep my reporting separate. But if I'm put my name behind predictions. I will just bet with my heart and play to my buddies. So, all right.
Let me know when you're done with the over and unders. I got a good one for you.
Yeah, go for it. Oh, when we're done with all of them, Axum is the only other one I had the list in front of me. The page has gone away now, and I'm trying to pull it back up. And it is a nightmare. Go ahead.
Actually, I'm going to say 2.5.
2.5. I'm going over for sure on that. He's too talented.
I'm going to say over myself, too, because he's still driving a 27 car. So, yeah, pretty good speed there. The only concern is if his confidence gets wrecked during the places he hasn't been at before.
I can see that. We have done them. We have. I think we're good on that.
Okay.
We could do it if you want to throw in Ashton Torgerson or Cole Macedo. Same with any of the other 5 that they had 0 wins last year. I think you got 5.
How about give me the one of that list that you think's going to get their outlaw win? First outlaw win.
I'm going Torgerson there. Where are you going?
I'll go Macedo. Cole.
Eric, Cole, Macedo.
You ready for my question for you?
Yes, go for it.
Does Donnie Schatz retire at the end of the year? Yes or no?
I'm gonna go no. Just I know we've kind of had rumors, kind of had question marks the last few years. I don't think you go out on the road this year unless you are I don't think you go on the road for one more year with a new team just to be out there for one more year.
Is this his 30th year on the Outlaw Tour?
Also, can I say something about farewell tours?
Sure.
And Brad Reynolds just asked one more year makes it 30, right?
I think one more year makes it 30. So this year?
Let me look at Donnie Schatz's t-shirt shot because it should say it on there. I don't know why that's what popped in my head. Here's my thing on, and I'm not looking at myself while I'm doing this, so hopefully this is clipped nice. But here's my thing on farewell. I want Donnie Schatz to have a farewell tour. Like I want everybody to know this is the last year he's going to be out here, unless if he wants to. I should say like. If he wants to come back and just race a few times a year, I totally get it. But I wish we could have a year where it's like, hey, he's saying goodbye at the end of the season. And I know the decision isn't always made like that far in advance. So I suppose I'm being a selfish person that just watched John Cena. And I'm confident Donnie Schatz can do a better farewell tour than WWE did for John Cena. Very confident.
Yeah, this is his 30th year.
Josh Betts asks, he says, does Donnie want a farewell tour? I don't know. Some people are weird about that. They think it's like being.
Yeah, Donnie's just not that guy to have the spotlight on him, in my opinion.
And are you saying no or yes to retiring at the end?
I will say yes because this is his 30th year of the Outlaw Tour. I think like he wants to hit that year 30, and he's going to hit that this year.
But it's kind of just a number.
Yeah, but how many guys have raced the Outlaw
25.
Tour? Yeah, but how many guys have raced the Outlaw Tour for 30 years in a row?
Yeah, I know. It's the longevity of. Can I throw Jim Kohler in with Donnie Schatz?
I don't think it would be his last year racing, but he'll probably race like Midwest with like Guy Forberg or something like that, maybe. I don't know. Or Lundstrom.
Marshall says Donnie will go late model racing next year.
I don't know.
Did you just sneak in a monster truck for Donnie Schatz?
No, I said or his niece. I think his nieces took care of all the late model stuff. But
I must have heard something completely wrong because I'm also just thinking about monster trucks 24/7.
Well, I got you bothered by people saying people are going to get fired earlier, so.
Just guests we've had on like 6 episodes ago. Can we keep their names out our mouths?
Doesn't accept the fate of people get fired during the daily jobs.
It's okay. If you guys tune in the Asphalt Show ever, Caleb will just go off on somebody, and I'm like, Caleb, we can't do a different driver that sucks shit of the week. Every week we're gonna run out of people that will come on here.
It's like I made Burt Myers tomorrow in the snowstorm.
I forgot all about that dude. The guys had to remind me who he was.
Didn't you
forgot last year.
Didn't you watch the show Madhouse on the History Channel?
Fuck no. Couldn't have been for. I was watching the gay hockey show. That's what I was doing with my time. So, I think I watched that 3 times through now. Just don't get me started.
Yeah, I got to wrap this up soon, so you can keep you started.
All good. Championship win. No, okay, hold on. Let's go rookie of the year first.
Okay. Yeah, who's racing for the rookie of the year this year?
That would be Casey Jedrzejek, right? Emerson would be in there.
Yes.
This is me going off. This is
Scott Boguski.
Scott Boguski.
And then Scotty Field.
Yep, Scotty Field would be there too. And then Ashton Ferguson.
Yes. That's so odd to see like there's 5 drivers in it, even though probably a couple of them aren't going to make it that far.
Yeah, like Conor Morrell proved me wrong. I thought he was going to get chewed out last year, and he persevered. So we'll see. I
don't know.
Mine comes down to Axum and Boguski, and I think I got to go Axum because they've been together. He won at Knoxville last year a couple times, I think.
Scotty Field, Ashton Ferguson, Scotty Field, Scott Boguski. Oh, Axel must not be on the rookie battle. According to the Outlaw site, doesn't list his name.
Well, he just announced today.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So that could be why.
I mean, it's got to be. I mean, the favorite's got to be Axel, but I mean, if Boguski has the equipment, I mean, as long as he doesn't tear up enough cars, I guess. I'm not saying that's his fault, but I mean, racing happens. I mean, I'll say Axum's got to be the favorite.
Yeah, I wrote down Axum too. Do you want to do who has the most wins, or is that pointless because of what we've already done?
We can say that.
Okay.
Gravel.
Is that who you're picking?
Yeah.
You're going Buddy Kofoid to win the championship and David Gravel to have the most wins?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I got Gravel winning the championship too.
Well, I got Kofoid winning the championship.
I'm sorry. I was saying most wins. You got Kofoid winning the championship. I could just. It's gonna be bad if Gravel wins at the end of the year and both of us picked against him. Should have had Damon on here tonight. Maybe I'll send this to Damon and see if he wants to put his picks in. I got Gravel on the title. Do you think he changes his number to number 3 if he wins? The back logo. I love that logo. I'm definitely getting a sticker like that for the.
I think it'd be better off if he had a throwback to the Sammy Swindell number 1 car and change his number to number 1 per year.
Oh, you like the Supercross red plate number 1?
Yeah, but it'd be a throwback to Sammy with the big game with the orange and the white. That'd be pretty cool.
I don't hate it. I do.
So I feel like
I do think numbers mean something and should stay the same. So I was kind of being tongue-in-cheek there. I don't like when they do that in Supercross. I like the orange spoiler in late models. I was really pissed that Kyle Larson didn't run it the year he won the season opener. I also think you could pull off a great throwback with just changing the number font, not the number. But either way, I think it'd be badass. If any teams out there want to give me creative control, I will guarantee a top 3 finish at Nationals Best Appearing Car Award. You just allow me to pick the throwback. It will likely be a throwback. And I promise top 3.
Connor will rig to get your top 3.
I'm not friends with the guy who puts the award on.
It's hard to get a hold of sometimes.
We are friends, just full disclosure. Either way. I was just trying to say I'm not going to do too bad at rigging it, but I definitely would try. It's still tough to do. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks to everybody that put their questions in. Appreciate y'all. Got some really fun things in the works. I cannot wait for you guys to see all of them. And thanks to Eric for staying on here for a full hour with me. You got to go?
Thanks to Connor. I got to bounce.
All right. I'll hit end stream and we'll let you get out of here. Tune in tomorrow night. You can leave now if you really need Eric. But tune in tomorrow night for the post race show after the Clash. We will talk some sprint car racing, especially if the sprint car fans get in there and say, "Shut up, we want to hear about the sprint cars."
I'll make sure to put my comments in the section.
Yeah, if you guys want to do that just to screw with those guys, please. Yeah. That'd be a funny prank. And I know they're not watching right now. So, tune into that. And thanks for watching us tonight. Love you guys. Love you, Eric.
Peace out. Yep. Love you too, man.